post-code era. The Hayes office is getting weaker and weaker due to the Sherman Antitrust Act. See, this does connect to history. Studios no longer controlled the theaters, so theaters could now show any movie they wanted. However, movie making wasn't completely unregulated like in the pre-code era because you still had the Hayes office except it turned into the MPAA, and they also created the movie audience rating system.
You son of a bitch!
What'd you say, love?
It stopped. Why did it stop? Oh!
The first film to mark the end of the code era was Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. The film's explicit use of language was the first of its kind. The Hayes office actually tried to censor this film, but was unable to do so.
Choose it, Martha. Do your stuff. Damn right. Hi, sexy.
You want to dance, Angel Boobs?
What'd you call my wife?
Oh, boy.
Lol. Some Like It Hot was also instrumental in ending the code's reign. It was the first film to not receive the Hayes approval, but still went on to become one of the greatest hits of the decade. It didn't get approval because, well, you'll see.
That's good. I'm gonna level with you. We can't get married at all. Why not? Well, in the first place, I'm not a natural blonde. Doesn't matter. I smoke. I smoke all the time. I don't care. Well, I have a terrible past. For 3 years now, I've been living with a saxophone player. I forgive you. I can never have children. We can adopt some. But you don't understand, Osgood. I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
Awkward. The post-code era also signaled the rebirth of the gangster. They still all ended the same way.
Rated by Top of the World!
You would think they'd be dead by now. The mafia gangster was also created and accelerated itself to be one of the most loved genres of American audiences due to hits like Godfather, Goodfellas, and Casino.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Ha 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 ha. Classic. The horror genre finally took mainstream root with Hitchcock's Psycho. She seems like she's enjoying her shower.
Oh!
Probably the most dramatic emergence during the New Hollywood era was sci-fi. Started by Kubrick with 2001 Space Odyssey and others like The Invasion of the Body Snatchers and The Day the Earth Stood Still, these films went on to inspire future sci-fis like Star Wars. This film here is Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. Hands down the most controversial American film ever made. Like, I don't even think I should be showing this to you guys.
And stopped off at the Corova for a nightcap.
Hello, Lucy. Had a busy night. We've been working hard too. Pardon me, Luce.
Okay. Even the Academy Awards were warming up to the liberalness of new movie making. In 1969, for the first time, the Oscar for Best Picture was given to an X-rated movie, Midnight Cowboy. Even with its homosexual references and drug atmosphere, it still won.
I love everything in the theater. I would like to die on the stage.
And my hair, it's fur, you know. It's tendrils reaching out into space sometimes. I've watched it touch many stars.
That's some cool hair. Another new Hollywood genre with a long string of movies under it is the Vietnam-related movies. Unlike war movies from previous periods, these movies dealt with post-war trauma and concentrated on the soldier's inner psyche. Examples include Apocalypse Now, Taxi Driver, and others. In Apocalypse Now, a psycho war general is reading The Hollow Men by T.S. Eliot. And you guys have taken English, you guys know what that poem's about.
We're the hollow men. We're the stuffed men, leaning together, headpiece filled with straw. Alas, our dried voices when we whisper together are quiet and meaningless as wind in dry grass. A rat's feet
he's out there.
glass in our dry cellar.
He's really out there.
Shape without form. Shade without color. Paralyzed force.
Yeah, that guy was really creepy. If you watch that movie, watch it with the lights on. The Vietnam War movies also covered the horrors of war. Movies like Full Metal Jacket and Deer Hunter gave a realistic soldier's perspective of the war. For example, Viet Congs would often force captured American soldiers to play Russian roulette against each other.
Don't do it.
The whole police genre was set off by Dirty Harry. All the other police movies like Heat, LA Confidential, and The Departed were all Dirty Harry's little babies.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, to tell you the truth, in all this excitement, I've kind of lost track myself. But Ian, this is a .44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Well, I'm heading towards the end of my run here. 2 more things I want to talk about. One is the growth of independent films. Prior to about the 80s, independent films really didn't prosper much in America. However, as American audience started exposing themselves to more peculiar and extreme films, independent films became popular. Films like Reservoir Dogs, Donnie Darko, and a personal favorite, Eraserhead, helped boost the prestige of independent filmmaking as they were very, very good films in general. Weird, but good. The last thing I want to hit is remakes. The 90s is plagued with remakes, many bad, some good. One of my all-time favorites is Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend! Okay? You wanna play rough? Okay.
Other good ones are also 12 Monkeys, 310 to Yuma, and the very recent True Grit. There's many more also. Well, that about wraps things up. It's like 4 in the morning. And this was due like 5 days ago. Okay, good night.